Hey everyone, welcome to another Haze Reverb video. The Moon Abyss event is almost over at the moment, and I haven't done my run yet. Therefore, I'm going to try to push through this as quick as I can using the Morgan team, and I'm going to do it on tier 81. I could drop it down to 80, but I couldn't be bothered to min-max uh, the nodes here. The only things I really care about anyway are like the armor and the resistance, and also the damage reduction from mobility. So these are the ones that I've unticked. So this one is the dodge ratio, this is res, and this is armor, and these are the same armor and res as well, just lower quality ones. Everything else I've left on. Alright, so we'll try to push through this as quick as we can and get our clears. Yeah, so I couldn't be bothered to do 99 this time. There's no real benefit to doing 99 anyway, so we're just going to do just a more chill clear, right? Now, I will sort of play around with this a little bit. I want to run Maybell if I can find her. Actually, no, I could just use Tina as well. We'll try Maybell first. Just chuck her in here. I will have the other nukers in the team as well. But basically, what my general strategy with this would be, obviously, Morgan should one-shot the stage, at least for most of it until like towards the end. And if I need a certain type, or like nuker type, because Morgan does damage to, or she triggers off assaults, Alvida triggers off supports, and Mirai triggers off the guards, right? So depending on their positioning, I will swap based off that. I'm just going to use Franca to heal up and Maybell to buff the damage dealer. I'm pretty sure that should be enough, but if I have to, I'll put in another support later on. I'll just throw some random tanks wherever, and I will have Coco there just in case as like a cleanup unit. So we'll just do something like that, I guess, and let's see how we go. Now, obviously, if you don't have Maybell, you can just use Tina as well. But I think Maybell is slightly better, so we'll just do that. The first two stages should be pretty easy, but it will start to get tougher once we get towards around, probably like from around floor 11 or so, like halfway. But in general, this has been easier than previous iterations, at least the most recent ones. Like the past couple of iterations have been a lot easier than the earlier ones before that. Now you can see here, I don't really have a good targeting for Morgan, right? Because she hits the second unit in the line, and there's no way for her to hit a assault that way. But there is the guard right at the front, so we're just simply going to swap Morgan and Mirai around, and that should clear. Actually, I could. Oh no, that's a heavy. I thought it was a support, but it's not. But this should be fine, I hope. Yeah, everyone's cleared. Fortunately, there's going to be a lot of load screens. Not much I can do about that. I mean, I guess it depends. Maybe you enjoy looking at the load screen like I do. Alright, so this one, again, we won't be able to use Morgan, but we can use Alvida here quite easily, right? Because here she'll target the middle of the heavy in the middle, and then splash onto the support over there. But if you truly want to min-max, you probably would take them out. Like if you happen to need more tanks, then you can free up room that way. by not having all three of the nukers on the board like I do. I just have it there for convenience. But if you do need more tanks, then yeah, just take them out. Favorite them, right? If you favorite the units, they'll be at the beginning of your unit bar, and you can just swap them in as needed. But I think I should be fine for most of it. We'll see how we go. Here we can do Morgan quite easily. I mean, we could do quite a few things here, but I'll just do Morgan because probably just easier. And we simply just shift around so that she can target one or the unit that she needs to hit, and that should be good. I'm pretty glad they've changed and nerfed it quite a bit because nuke shots weren't really possible on the higher floors for Abyss 80 plus, but now it seems to be fairly achievable, at least so far. I mean, these are only the early stages. So again, we can just shift. Oh, actually, I don't even need a shift because it does hit the little dolphin thing at the back. So I'll just leave it there. And if we do like lose a unit here or there, we've got 3 resets. That should be plenty. So if we get stuck into some more difficult areas where I don't, one shot everything, then I might have to readjust or start readjusting. But for now, I'll just chill because we have the 3 resets, so that should be fine until we need to use it. And here we're hitting with Morgan again, so quite simple. We can quick clear that. I think so far I've been excuse me. So far I've been noticing there's no frogs. The frogs would be potentially problematic because I know they have very high mobility, and mobility is the one thing I didn't really adjust too much for on the settings for the tiers. I was mostly focused on the res and armor, but that would be potentially something I would have to watch out for if they do appear, because they probably won't die to a Morgan nuke. Now here, this will be a little bit trickier because let's check Mirai's targeting. Okay, they're all like. Okay, so who's attacking first? This guy's attacking first. So I'll have to tank through that, right? I just need to check what this guy does. Consumes own health. Okay, I think it should be fine to tank it with just about anyone. I'm going to tank it with a far niece just in case, because she has two lives, right? It's quite easy to do that. Okay, so now we need a unit to clear something to give me room to attack. And I think what I'll do is I'll take out the. Actually, I don't really want to take out these. I'll take out a unit on this line. Oh, yeah, on this line, and then we will have Morgan attack the dolphin at the back. Now, for DPS wise, we'll just use let's see, there's Princess Skadi here. So we just have to change the ordering a little bit. Skadi should be fine to take out the units here. Actually, maybe I'll just in case, we'll do it like this. Alright, so then Franco will buff everyone here. Then Princess Skadi will take out this one. That means that instead of attacking this, Morgan will attack the one behind, and we just tank this one with Finesse. Should be easy enough. As a, I guess it's a good exercise as like a general approach of how to approach these sort of stages, especially with nuker comps, which you should generally use by the time you get into mid to late game. You should have at least Morgan by then, and you utilize ways to try to make sure you can kill them off appropriately. So this one we'll probably use Alvida here because there's a lot of supports that I can hit, and it should be easy enough to kill. So we'll just move like this, and that should be fine. Alright, there's plenty of assaults here, so this is very easy for Morgan to clear. And she'll hit like that. Okay, one unit did survive. Luckily it didn't kill, but I should have thought about it a bit. Okay, I'll have to keep in mind that those ones might survive. It's more that they're scaling up now in terms of stats because they're getting higher level. I think in previous stages, if that unit would appear, it will die. But yeah, as I say, halfway point now, some units might live, right? So you just be careful. Here we can take out the top one, right? And kill that assault at the top. Now, just in case here, let's put Farnes there. Because I'm worried about the guard units here, they might live. And just make sure that Farnes should be able to tank these, fairly sure. Worst case, she has a second life as well, of course. Alright. Okay, that's fine. One thing I should also note is I do have the reflect damage on, but it doesn't seem like Morgan has had any issues so far, or neither of my nukers. So hopefully that remains true for the whole thing. But if I have to, then I can also put in like Lena or something to add some damage reduction if I need to. Now here I'm going to do Alvida to kill off that support. Because there's even though I'm hitting second, or she targets second unit in the row, right? But because there's only one unit, of course, then she only hits that one, and I'll just put Farnes here again, just in case any of these survive. I don't mind if the heavy survive, because I think, well, they're going to charge up anyway. So I have an extra turn, and the rest of the teams should better just like finish them off. If they survive, but I don't think they will. Alrighty. So if you just want to like a very chill clear, Morgan has put the easy access ones that you can get. Mirai is a limited unit, and I'm not sure if Alvid is limited. I think she is, but you can just use Morgan for the whole way. You just have to be a bit more creative with the units you use. Now here we can we'll probably use Morgan because the second line is all assaults here, so we'll just swap it around. and hopefully they're all fairly weak units, I think. So I don't think I have any trouble killing them off. Oops, I did screw up a bit because I didn't position 100% correct, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so a couple units did survive. That one's charging up, it's okay, and we can tank that. Yeah, the reason why I stopped out is because I forgot to move my Mabel up so that Morgan will get the Franca buff, but she didn't. But luckily, it didn't really affect it. So don't copy me when I did that one. I think we should get this done in like under 30 minutes of the video recording. All right, here. Ooh, this okay. Actually, this was okay. Because we're just going to target the heavy here with Alvida, right? Because then we can splash onto this guy here. Now, I should mention, if you were only using Morgan here, right, and you had to target this, you basically would have to plan it around. You have to tank this guy with something, right? Because that's going to be the first unit to move, and then you have to take out the unit in front here, right? So you want a single target DPS to kill that one off, and then that puts you in range to hit with Morgan, right? But this is why having multiple nukers is just a good quality of life. I can swap between them depending on the stage, and I don't have to worry too much about it. And I'm pretty sure I got the ordering correct this time. So far, there hasn't been any tricky stages for this, so that's good. Now, I feel some of these guard units, possibly could live. This one's the first to act. I was just going to check, make sure that what their damage types are. This is you can tanker that with anything, so I'll just put that one there. I'll put tanker there. We will use Morgan to take out the assault unit. And I'm just planning around, just making sure that I don't lose anything. I'm just checking their damage types. This one has no type, so you can tank that with anything. So I'll just have max res there. I don't need Skadi, so I'm just going to put like a random tank there. Yeah, that should be fine. This is just a contingency sort of thing, right? In case they survive, then I have ways to tank the remaining units. But yeah, only that one has lived. Ooh. Okay, that was lucky. I didn't land that one correct. I thought I got the targeting correct, but maybe I must not have. So just got to be careful with stuff like that. Luckily, it didn't one shot my unit. Okay, we can just kill the assaults here again. This lane's quite safe because as long as I kill this guy, there's only supports here, so I can chuck some of the other units in here just to keep them safe. This guy. Let's make sure it doesn't ignore anything. Doesn't ignore, so I can just put a. Yeah, it doesn't really matter too much. Okay, that should be fine here. Okay, again, I think we just keep killing the assaults because I think it's just more like, oh, I guess for anyone copying, it'd be a lot easier to copy Morgan strat anyway. I don't feel like these will survive, but let's just double check their targeting. Okay, yeah, that should be fine. Even if anything survives, then nothing important is gonna get hit, I'm pretty sure. If the heavies survive, that's okay, because they're just charging up. Okay, I think we can still do the same thing here. I think this should die. Oh, this guy might not die, but that's okay. I think that this gets tanked by funnies here anyway. So I can actually put like something that I want to like keep safe there. I'll probably swap funnies though, because if the dolphin survives, I wanted to hit funnies. Or actually, no, I think the snake. She should tank the snake. Just check what the damage type is. It does a lot of damage, but it does fixed damage. Okay, that's still quite rough. Maybe I'll just put in like a. Oh, actually, to be honest, it doesn't really matter. I have plenty of tanks. Like, it's not a big deal if I lose one. And the rest should be fine there. Alrighty, we still haven't even used a refresh yet, so we should be plenty good for like just to clear this quite easily. Hopefully, we don't even have to use a refresh. Okay, we'll probably go for middle lane here. Oh, I mean, assuming we're using with the assumption that you're going to use Morgan, I think that's the best play there. Or even actually, maybe this lane might be better. The main reason is because Morgan will attack this mutant on the splash, right? That should guarantee that it dies, because this is one of the more dangerous units on this this field. The only other ones I'm worried about would be the dolphins and like this buzzing, this fly thing. But I think they're squishy enough that they should die to the nuke. But we'll plan just in case. So that's a target second. So I have to put something like, actually no, I'll just put it like that. Yeah, then the splashes miss. I was going to bank on these guys dying to the nuke, hopefully. I mean, I guess I could swap Mirai, but I'm a bit lazy to have to figure out from the bottom because I don't have a favorite. So I guess one big tip would be before you do this, favorite any units that you are planning to like swap around and stuff. Luckily, they all died to the nuke because I haven't done a nuke strat before, so I don't know at what point would they survive on this. At least I haven't done this since they've nerfed Moon Abyss. So I'm just trying to play it as if I didn't know that would happen. Okay, we can go for the support here. Now, if you're going to use Morgan on this stage, you have to tank this guy. And that guy doesn't do that much damage, so that's fine. That'll be fairly easy to deal with. And then what you'd have to do is probably take out one of these two lanes. Probably take out this, like the first two units here with a Skadi or Her Majesty. Then just open it up. I mean, to be honest, you just need to kill anything here, and then that will open up this assault for Morgan, right? So that's how you would deal with that with a Morgan. I mean, to be honest, actually no. I want to play it safe, so I'm just going to use Alvida to nuke the middle support. So if you have Alvida, you could do this and knock out these ones here. Everything else, just have to plan accordingly here. So if this survives, it's going to hit the back lane, right? So you put Farnese at the back like that. If this one survives, it's going to hit there. That's easy. His fix would be moving it like that, and then it targets up there. And this lane, they all target front, I'm pretty sure. So we'll just put it like that. I don't think there's any backline. There's only a charge up. The charge ups with the heavies target back lane, but I think that'll be fine because I don't think they'll survive. And even if they survive, they will have to spend a turn charging up. So it gives me plenty of time to finish them off. But if you're playing this properly, you'll probably just put some sort of tank on this spot instead of Mirai. But let's just go for it. Okay, so these guys. Oh, this guy will just taunt. That's fine, and Tango can tank it easily. Basically, just use any tank here, right? Like that has a max damage reduction of some type. I just put Tango here because that's what I used last time. But you could use plenty of other ones. You could use even like a Jack Sui who has max armor and put it there. It's good to have some mixtures just in case they have like anti armor, of course. So Tenko is my mobility tank. If the alternatives would be like Suzuki, I think is probably the only one that's any good. Can't think of any off the top of my head, but basically that's like the goal of putting her there. Okay, we can hit this one with Morgan, so that will be fairly easy. And that's going to hit that. That should be fine. I don't think these ones will matter too much. This will be more important, like the positioning and all that will be more important if you're doing 99, of course. but I'm not doing 99 this time, so we're just chilling here with a fairly easy team. Easy new comp. I think they should all die. There's nothing here that looks particularly dangerous. I think this is a very easy rotation for 99 as well. But as I said, I can't be bothered. Okay, the heavy survive, but it's okay. They're gonna die shortly with the follow-ups. There'll be a lot tankier, of course, on Haze 99, but I didn't see too many dangerous units on any of these floors. There was like no frogs at all. There was no those like dragon-looking things. So yeah, this rotation was quite easy. Right? So if you want to get 99, just to say you've done it before, this would be a good rotation to do it. But yeah, that is floor 81 with a pure new comp, doing it as fast as I could, with just a bit of strategizing a little bit just in case things survive. But yeah, didn't have too much issues with that. Now, if you don't have these units, that's okay. There's plenty of units that you could. I'm just going to try to go in and just show you, but easiest way just to reset. But I'll just go through a few units that you could use instead, right? That might be useful. Now, finance, most people should have. It's probably the unit that you should be aiming to get at the beginning of the game. So I assume you would have that. Nastia is good, but I think she's only really good at. Actually, you can use it, but she's not going to have much damage reduction, right? Me using her actually wasn't actually a great idea because she doesn't have a max damage reduction unless she attacks first. So I probably wouldn't use her in the future, but there are other units you can use. I mean, if you have Shushu, that's fine. You could use her. Hawk is fine too. She reflects as well. But just keep in mind, they don't have maximum damage reduction, but they are very tanky. You could use like a max armor Fafnir if you have a max armor Julius would be fine too. You have to run double armor on her. And I think you probably need Mo in it as well, but that's a way you can also tank. So you can also use like 100% armor Mo, but she does need to be skilled up, I believe, to get max armor. But you could run her. You could use Jaxu as I mentioned before, which is she's level 55. So you could use like Jaxu, right? She can get 100% armor very easily, and doesn't even need to be leveled up. You can use a level 55. That's that's fine. But yeah, you look for anything that has 100% mobility with damage reduction, like because Tenka has 100% mobility and 100% damage reduction. If you don't have the damage reduction, then you will dodge, but you won't prevent all of the damage, right? So you need something that does both. So Tenka can do that, and Suzuki, off the top of my head, can also do that for mobility. Then of course you got Mira. Mira does need to be skilled up though to get max res. Just keep that in mind. But you can use her. Yeah. Then the damage dealers, of course, I'm using all the nuke squadron here. I think everyone should have Morgan, and all these stages seem to be Morganable at some point. Even if you have to use a different unit to take out something on this side, it doesn't seem to be too difficult to do that on the stages where Morgan can't hit on the first turn. And you can just quite easily tank the first unit that they put into to act first on their side, just to plan around that. Then yeah, you just use any other units that nuke, right? Or just deal damage, right? So if you need single target damage dealers, you can use anything here. You can use Dolores, what's her name again? Xiao Meng. Kokoro is a little bit trickier to use because she hits the back line, but you potentially could use her. Probably not the best use here because usually you want to clear out units on the front, so you probably wouldn't use Coco, but any other single target damage dealer would be fine. And yeah, the Reflect didn't seem to do any damage to my Morgan despite having no mitigation on my side. Like I'm not using Lena or Misa or anything to protect my Morgan. That seemed to be fine. So that just seems to be like a free node that's quite easy to just leave on. So yeah, don't have to worry about that. Anyway, that's it. That's enough rambling for this video. I hope that's helpful. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.